Hello everyone, myself Jatin Uru, and today I'm going to present a presentation on post-independence literature. My topic is The Mirror of Conflict, Exploring Communal Tension in Final Solution by Mahesh Dattani and the Society. Under this title, we are going to explore the tension between communal tension between final solution by Mahesh Dattani's play and in real life society. Hypothesis of this presentation is Mahesh Dattani's final solution show how religious and cultural difference create a sustained communal tension in society. By comparing the play with a real life situation, we can understand how those conflicts keep repeating and explore way to promote peace and understanding. Research question of this presentation is what are the similarity and difference between the portrayal of communal tension in final solution and those observed in contemporary Indian society. These are my personal informations. Table of content. Introduction of author. Mahesh Dattani was born in 1958 and he is considered as a celebrated Indian playwright. In his work we find mostly the themes like homosexuality, HIV and disability, gender discrimination, and child abuse. Dattani's play categorized into three types. First is a stage play, radio play, and screenplay. First Indian playwright in English who win the Sahitya Akademi Award. He is famous for his work like Where There Is a Will, based on a black comedy, Dance Like a Man, based on a patriarchy, Tara, based on gender discrimination, Bravery for the Queen, and The Final Solution, based on communal violence in partition. Introduction of play. The play was written in 1993 and the play was won the Sahitya Akademi Award in 1998. The play was set in the center of around the middle class Hindu family in Gujarat during the communal riots, and the play convey the message challenges audience to confirm the communal prejudice and reflect on the possibility of reconciliation and mutual understanding. Exploring communal tension in Final Solution, the theme of Hindu-Muslim conflict. Final Solution focus on Hindu-Muslim conflict in India, especially during the time of partition of 1947. When British ruler Lord Curzon comes with the divide and rule policy, and he draws the line with the help of religion, and he create one nation into two different parties, and result of it we find a new country like Pakistan. The chorus as a symbol of mob mentality. In Final Solution, Mahesh Dattani portrayed a chorus as a mob to represent a mob mentality. Some stereotypical orthodoxical thoughts of mob mentality. In chorus, we find sometimes the chorus wear Hindu mask and sometimes it's himself wears a Muslim mask to provoke the audience towards different communities. We find the dialogue like it is in their blood and drive them out and kill them out. This type of with the help of this type of dialogue, we find how the chorus play a major role to provoke the audience towards different communities. The third word is the incident that triggers the tension. The conflict starts when the Hindu chariot enters in the Muslim area and someone throws a stone on it. And this type of small incidents leads toward a big riots. In real life, in the real life, we also find this type of incidents in our society. And the second was is two Muslim boys like Bobby and Javed were attacked by the Hindu mob. This incident also we consider as a triggered incident in the play. Family members and their problems. Hindu family like Ramnik Gandhi's family, their family members have personal prejudice and their personal prejudice and orthodoxical thoughts towards the other community. Like Aruna is religious and uncomfortable with Muslim boys in her house. Hardika Daksha feels bitterness from the partition when her family took from Muslim friends. Ramnik feels guilty about his family past action but doesn't know how to handle it. Exploring communal tension in society. Historical background of Hindu-Muslim tension. The Hindu-Muslim tension in India has deep historical roots, starting with invention, culture, clashes, and religious difference. As you all know about the divide and rule policy by Lord Curzon, it draws a border with the name of religions, and the result of it we create a new nation like Pakistan. This is a major turning point of clashes. This type of clashes. Key incidents to communal violence. Ayodhya incidents in 1992. The demolition of the Babri Masjid in Ayodhya by Hindu extremists who believed it was built on Hindu temple site caused of major tension. This event led violent riots, resulting in the death of over 1,000 people, mostly in Muslim. And now the government of India built a Ram Mandir on the same place, and maybe in future Ram Mandir will be become one type of example of this type of communal riots. Godhra train incidents 2002. In Godhra, a train carrying a Hindu pilgrim was set on fire, killing by 58 people. This led to a violent reprisal in Gujarat, where Hindu mobs killed over 600 Muslims. This incident highlights the role of extreme group in starting communal violence. It also revealed the failure in police and government response to prevent the control the violence. Role of extreme groups. Extreme groups, Hindu nationalist groups like RSS and VHP promote a strong Hindu identity or often portraying Muslim as an enemy. This type of group provoke the Hindus as against the Indian Muslims and other Muslims also. Islamic groups, some Islamic groups also emphasize the separate Muslim identity, leading Hindus to believe Muslims are loyal to Pakistan or other Muslim countries. Under these Muslim groups, we find a thing like love jihad or this type of all things. Growing influence. This group influence people through education, madrasa, Hindu schools, media, and social gathering, making a peaceful coexisting more difficult. Here I put one video of Donald Trump. This video is basically comes from 2016 election when he first registered himself as a candidate of prime minister in America. He gave a statement like, I am a big fan of Hindu and I am a big fan of India. For a while, we believe if someone give this type of statement from third world country, for a while, maybe it's acceptable. But as a face of global leader and as a face of global election leader is not acceptable for him. For more information, you can visit this link. Due to copyright issue, I not able to play this video during my presentation. So you can check this full video, go to this link which I will add in below. Comparative analysis, past events and their impact. Both show how painful memories from the past keep causing problems in the present. In the play, we find the Hardika's past is a Daksha, and he suffered, and she and her family suffered loss for partition. Similarly, we find in a real life incident, the incident of partition and the orthodoxical thought by our elders also comes in this under this title. Group behavior and extremes. In a play, we find the mob mentality by Hindu chorus and Muslim chorus. They provoke the audience against each other. And in a real life, we find if some religious mob comes in a public place, though it's very difficult to handle them and control them in public. How violence start. Both show how small problems can quickly become a big ones when religious tension in individual. In play, we find when the Hindu chariot comes in the Muslim areas and someone throw the stone on it, these small incidents lead towards the big riots in play. And in a real life, when someone on Hindu side, if some Muslim can visit this side, and if someone depart this person in Hindu temples, though these incidents also leads towards a big riots in India. Personal prejudice in problem. Both in situations show that religious conflict is not just about religion, it's also about money and social status. In the play, we find in Gandhi family, each and every character have their personal prejudice and biasness towards other religions and other community. In real life, we also is not find in the young generation, but when we talk about our elders, it's strongly believe this orthodoxical thought like someone from each other religions is not reliable rather than some person of our religion. Possible path towards resolution. Dattani also portrayed some possibility overcoming divides. Younger character like Smita, who has friends from both communities, show openness and understanding. In a play, we find Smita has no biasness on any community or any character. Similarly, when we talk about our generation, we also find this type of mentality in our generation. Ramnik regrets his family past action and recognizes the harm of old prejudice. He and others begin to understand that peace requires accepting respecting each other's difference. This moment of compassion show that healing is possible thought, empathy, respect, and addressing past wrong. In real life incidents, we find how we control this type of conflict, dialogues, and understanding. Encourage community between communities to break the stereotype, government neutrality, make sure that the law and government treat everyone fairly and equal without favoring anyone. Social and economical integration, make education better for everyone and work reduce the gap between rich and poor people, help prevent the people from turning to extreme beliefs. Community leaders, local leaders should promote peace and unity, not just do the awake each other against each other. Youth engagement, educated young people to appreciate diversity for long-term peace. Conclusion. In Final Solution, Mahesh Dattani explored the ongoing conflict between Hindus and Muslims in India, rooted in historical events like the 1940s partition. The play follows the Hindu family and two Muslim boys, showing how distrust and prejudice are passed down through generation. Dattani used the chorus to represent the mob mentality, highlighting how both sides share similar bases and how small events can lead to violence. The play suggests the religious conflict is shaped by a personal issue, history, and social challenges. References of this work. Thank you. I hope you get some information, interesting information from it. And now I'm open for a question.
In your presentation, you mentioned the Gujarat incident and said that the Gujarat government has yet uncovered any significant evidence. Could you elaborate further on this point of Gujarat incident?
Gujarat train incidents happened in Gujarat 2002, and still Gujarat government has not found any particular evidence against the criminal of this time. When we talk about in recent time, a 12th fail frame. Vikrant Messi talked on it and he argued on Gujarat government and he give a statement like until the 22 years of this incidents, Gujarat government has failed to uncover this mystery and still it's become a mystery of this incident.
What was the pivotal movement in the play that sparked extreme communal conflict?
Pivotal moment, like a trigger moment of this play is when Hindu chariot enters the Muslim area and someone throws the stone on it and fall down the Hindu idols. And this one incident we consider as the provocative moment of this play. And second one is when Javed and Bobby was attacked by the Hindu mob. This is also we consider as a provocative moment on the play. And third one is a past of Hardika as a Daksha and how she and her family suffer from in this play during the partition. So these three are, for my perspective, these three are as a trigger moment of this play. Thank you everyone for listening me.